Hello everyone, Ron here from RJJ's Reactions, and this time around I'm listening to Mitch Grassi, of course one of the members of Pentatonics, and this was a recommendation by one of the viewers for Your Power, which is a Billie Eilish cover, I believe. I'm not aware of the song. I don't think I've ever heard it before. I haven't heard Billie Eilish's version of it, but I love Mitch's voice with Pentatonic, so I thought this would be a great one to try out. So let's have a listen to Your Power, and we'll look at the lyrics afterwards. Mitch Grassi, Your Power by Billie Eilish music cover.
Try not to abuse your power. I know you didn't choose to change. You might not.
Okay, sorry, right off the top, he just comes in there with that voice, that very high pitch, just gorgeous, very solid, very beautiful. Not quite sure of the getup, a very long raincoat, trench coat, ready for a storm. I'm not sure. On the rooftop, looks like I can see tiles there. Let me back that up. We'll just start that over, and I probably won't interrupt too much.
Try not to abuse your power. I know you didn't choose to change. You might not want to lose your power, but having it so strange. She said you were a hero, you played the part, but you ruined her in a year. Don't act like it was hard, and you swear you didn't know, didn't know. No wonder why you didn't ask. She was sleeping in your clothes, but now she's gotta get to class. How dare you? How could you? Will you only feel bad when they find out? If you could take it all back, would you? Try not to abuse your power. I know you didn't choose to change. You might not wanna lose your power, but having it so strange. I thought that I was special. You made me feel like it was my fault. You were the devil, lost your appeal. Well, does it keep you in control? For you to keep her in a cage, and you swear you didn't know. You said you thought she was your age. How dare you? And how could you? Will you only feel bad when they find out? If you could take it all back, would you? Try not to abuse your power. And I know you did. but having it so strange.
Okay, that looks like the end of that. I'm just going to stop back there a little bit so we're not just looking at nothing. Wow, that voice is just goes right through you. It gives you chills, especially at certain points when he really hits the high notes and belts it out. Just really, really good. Beautiful sounding song. I think the lyrics are darker. I caught a number of them and I saw a little bit when I pulled them up to get ready to do this video, but I haven't read through them specifically. So I'm going to have a closer look at that. There were a couple things that caught my attention there. Sounded, at first I thought it was just a broken up relationship, which I think it is, but I think there was a little bit more going on there. So let me go through the lyrics now and check that out. But Mitch Grassi, what a beautiful voice. I can't say how much I like that voice. Really amazing. He's got the mustache thing going on here in 1970s or whatever, but is it coming back? Yeah, but gorgeous, gorgeous voice. Let's have a look at the lyrics now. Lyrics time. Your Power by Mitch Grassi, Billie Eilish cover, songwriters Phineas Baird O'Connell, Billie Eilish O'Connell. And let's have a look at the actual lyrics now. Try not to abuse your power. I know we didn't choose to change. You might not want to lose your power, but having it so strange. Um, at the beginning, like I said, I saw these because I pull them up and I get them ready to go. So, but I haven't read through them all, but I do see the beginning ones getting prepped, and I thought that yeah, things change in relationships, right? There's power shifts. There's one grows up or matures, the other one doesn't, etc. So there's things going on. But later in the song, we hear uh, something a little bit different than that. So, although that's connected, so let's just wait till we get there. She said, "You were a hero, you played the part, but you ruined her in a year. Don't act like it was hard. And you swear you didn't know, didn't know, didn't know. You no wonder why you didn't ask. She was sleeping in your clothes." But now she's got to get to class. So this is like, wait a minute, this is a very young person by the sound of it. So the dynamic here is older, younger, probably. How dare you and how could you? Will you only feel bad when they find out? So yeah, there's something going on here. It's a guilt thing. Somebody's doing something bad, or at least being perceived as doing something bad. And to me, this is likely an older man, boy, man, whatever. And they all start to become boys as you get older. But and and a younger girl. If you could take it all back, would you? And there are lyrics later that tip me off. I wouldn't have caught that right here. Try not to abuse your power. I know we didn't choose to change. You might not want to lose your power, but having it so strange. So Billie Eilish could be writing about the music industry as well, and some of the things that go on there. We've all heard about them in music industry, movie industry, etc. Um, yeah, I would say anybody who's having a relationship, good, bad, or indifferent, with somebody who writes lyrics and sings songs better be careful. Yes, they're going to sing a song about you for sure. Um, well deserved if you deserve it, but yeah, just why would you even try that when you know there's going to be a song about you? Or maybe they're that egotistical. I don't know. Maybe she's not singing about anyone specific here. It could just be in general. It could be things that she's heard about in the public, like we all have, about relationships, being uneven. And it's not always about age. It's sometimes about power positions, bosses and things. But in this case, it sounds like age. I thought that I was special. You made me feel like it was my fault. You were the devil that lost your appeal. Well, abusers, whether the worst kind or whether the sort of falling into it kind, they do that. They're going to make it seem like it's your fault. Actually, I think it's human nature, to be honest. We often tend to tell stories from our point of view and leave out a few details that don't make us look the best. So abusers are definitely going to do that. They're going to manipulate that. They're going to use that to keep you in control. So then you see in here, in control, in control. That's how they try to maintain control. You're doing something wrong. Domestic abuse cases are all about that. Does it keep you in control for you to keep her in a cage? Yeah, does that give you power to keep someone under control or in a cage? And you swear you didn't know, didn't know, didn't know. You said you thought she was your age. So that was the line that really tipped me off to, okay, this is an age difference, not just a power difference, but of course it's also a power difference. How dare you and how could you? Will you only feel bad if it turns out that they kill your control? Try not to abuse your power. I know we didn't choose to change. You might not want to lose your power, but power isn't pain. Okay, that's the end of the lyrics there. Contract. Oh, sorry, I read that as control because I had it covered up with my hideous face. Will you only feel bad if it turns out that they kill your contract? Yeah, okay. Well, that would kill your control to some extent as well. Um, yeah, so do you only feel bad if you have to pay for it? Do you only feel bad if you get caught? Do you only know that it's wrong if you're found out? That's a problem. Sometimes people do things wrong um, that maybe they didn't recognize at the moment, or they kind of did, but they ignored it because they wanted it so bad. But then later they recognize that they did something wrong and they admit it and they suffer for it, whether or not society punishes them. They punish themselves. Other times they don't, and they're just happy-go-lucky. I was going to use an expression there, but maybe shouldn't do that. They're just happy-go-lucky unless someone else catches them. Well, in that case, you don't have a conscience at all. You really don't care, and you don't have an ethical or moral compass, and so you only judge from what other people are telling you. So if you're going to get hurt by this somehow, lose your contract or go to jail or something like that, then suddenly you're sorry. But you're not sorry otherwise. So that means you never really recognize the fault or the wrong that you did. All right, I don't want to go on and on. I probably already have gone on too long, but yeah, really very good lyrics, very powerful, meaningful lyrics to a lot of people. And as I say, it can be broadened out too. It may be more specific meaning here, but it could be broadened out to a lot of power arrangements where the power is uneven, and um, and it gets abused by one side, the other side, or occasionally even both sides, and it becomes a real battle. Um, so I like that. And Mitch Grassi's voice is just something else for me. I There's a few singers, well, there's a number of them now, I suppose, after all these decades that just do that, and his is one. And I didn't know about it until I started this channel and someone told me about pentatonics, and I really listened to them, and that's when I really heard his voice. So thank you very much. Keep recommending singers, musicians, songs, and I will keep adding them to the list. It's Ron from RJJ's Reactions. Until next time, keep listening and keep having fun. Bye bye for now.